This one is a little bit more intuitive and fun. And actually, let's do this. I'm going to go back to excuse me, Google and get an image. And a good image to use is, let's start with a starfish, right? So I'm going to just do a Google search for starfish, starfish, hit it, and go to images. I want to find a kind of high-res image that's easy to get the background off of. So I'm looking for starfish on a white background, so I can just Photoshop the background out. This one's pretty good. 640 by 480, it's nice and big, and it's a good-looking fish. It's got a shadow on it, though. Shadow's going to make it hard. This one, Starfish Photography, and it's 900 by 763. Starfish photographed by Octay. You don't have to use this one, but I know this one's going to work because I've used it before. So if I control click on that and say, excuse me, save image as, bless you, it's called Starfish Octay, and I'll put it in my Glover folder and say save it. Okay? And real quick, I'm going to take a side trip into Photoshop to get rid of the white, which we did with the bat, right? Remember that? We did the same thing. So I'll take a second to get into Photoshop. And I'll bring it in. Here I am in Photoshop. I'm going to say File, Open, and find that starfish picture. Navigate to, here it is, starfish. And open it. And here it is. It's called background, right? So it's not going to let me do anything if it's called background. So I will rename it star, S-T-A-R. And get my magic wand, which is, I lost it. I forget what area it is. This one. Yeah. If you don't see your magic wand, it's underneath the paintbrush quick selection. Magic wand right there. And if I, now in this one, I want to make sure it's contiguous is checked. Because if I don't check contiguous, it'll take some of the white out of the little beads on the starfish. So check contiguous, click on the white, and you'll see it selects all the white, and then delete it, and you'll get checkerboard for a clear background like that. If you don't check contiguous, you're going to punch holes in your starfish. There's white in here, and it'll take the white out. So just get rid of the white. All right? And then I'm going to deselect it and save it, file, save as, and I want to save it as a PSD, starfish. I'll just call it star PSD, S-T-A-R PSD. And I know I just whipped through that at like a million miles an hour, and some of you have whiplash and are like, whoa, slow down. So I'll pause a moment to let you catch up, or if you have questions, if you're stuck, I'll get you unstuck. I didn't know any of this stuff when I went to grad school, and I sat down with like a bunch of younger people, and the instructor was like, go into Photoshop and make a button. Okay, now bring the button. I was like, whoa, hold on a minute. Like, it was just runaway train. So don't sweat, I know what it's like. Place the file, say, try this. See cancel. Or no, you're good. No, you're not. Go like this. Placing it is different than opening it. So take that, select that layer. That layer. Save it as a PSD. There you go. Cool. Rename background. Perfect. Now, flip this over so you can see the tools. Right there. There you go. Magic wand right there. Contiguous so you don't get rid of too much white. That's the little white. And delete. And just save it as a PSD. See what you gotta do is you gotta just rename it, or else it's gonna do weird things. Just double click. Now, if you magic wand blue, you're in business. And save it as a PSD. Beautiful.
I can't save this.
So don't use that one. Find the other one. Look around for the one that is that one.
Well, that has like this one.
Rename your background. So, get your next one. Got to see this. Okay. Got mostly except the shadows. On that, the shadows. Not gonna leave that. Nope, gotta rename the background. Double click on where. Double click. Wait for the font. Now, get your magic wand, take away. There you go. And then save it as a PSD. Alright.
Yes.
Is that green on your image? Oh yeah, here, wait. In Photoshop, call that something else.
Wherever you
That's now, hit the green with your magic wand. Because what happens is, with it has green pixels in it after pixels. Yep. Select it with magic wand. Yeah, good. Delete. Now save it. Just say save. And now go back to After Effects. Alright, so watch this. Yes.
I can't get
Rename it. And then your magic wand will work. It doesn't like it when it's called background with a lock on it.
Fussy Photoshop. Alright, so in After Effects, I'm going to make a new thing. Composition. Am I recording? Yes, I am. New comp. And I'm going to call this Puppet Pin. Whoops. Pin Practice. Or Demo. DEMO. Because it's shorter than practice. Puppet Pin Demo. Okay, I got an empty frame. And I'm going to import the Starfish file. Import file. And what did I call Starfish? It was called Star PSD. Did I do that? I think I saved it. Oh yeah, or wait. I want to look at my Glover folder. Glover Star PSD. Star PSD. And I open it, and it's going to ask me composition retain layer sizes. Yes, that's what I want. I don't want footage. I don't want composition. I want composition retain layer sizes. So I say, okay. Hello? Okay. Okay, there it is. Now, if I open Star, there it is, right? So let me show you how Puppet Pin works. Watch me do it before you do it. Okay, so it's just a star. There's no keyframes here or anything. Puppet Pin looks like this little thumbtack all on the edge. Right? When I click on Puppet Pin and come over here, I'm going to put a pin right in the middle of the starfish. Boom, right there. And I don't know if you can see. There's a little yellow dot there. Right? When I put that on, right away here it says Effects, and the effect is Puppet, and it says Mesh 1. And if I open up Mesh 1, there's triangles, expansion, and deform. If I open up deform, there's Puppet Pin 1. That Puppet Pin 1 is this yellow dot, okay? Up here under the tool, if I turn on Mesh and say Show Mesh, I don't know if you can see that. What it does is it maps out all the pixels in like a mesh of triangles. And actually, I can probably change the color of that by this little thumbnail over here on my layer. It's like a light purple, which I'm noticing that light purple is the same color as my mesh. So if I click on that and say, make it something like dark green. It's still hard to see. Why do I not see my mesh? Usually it shows me my mesh. I don't like that. It makes me mad. Huh. Weird.
And it'll, if you click on Puppet Pin 1 down here, it'll, all the way down to mesh 1.
There, okay. Mesh 1. Okay, there. See? So that's my mesh. I'm going to give it another pin. There's Puppet Pin 1. I'm going to give it another pin over here on one of its little arms, like that. There's 2 pins, okay? So I only have 2 pins. Let me show what happens. If I grab the second pin, see how I can, it's like rubber. I can stretch it and squish it. But think about this. If it was like a rubber starfish and I put a pin in the middle and a pin over there, and I tried to bend this arm, the arm wouldn't bend. It would just pivot on that other pin, right? So if I want to really bend this arm, I got to give it another pin. So I give it another pin over here on this arm, like that. Now if I come and grab this arm, watch what happens. I get a little bit more play with bending it, but still it's kind of like the only thing keeping it from wiggling around is this other pin over here, right? So it's really kind of lifelike in a weird way. If I want to really move it well, I should put pins on all the points like this. Okay. So if I pin all the points down, notice now I've got puppet pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I come over here and grab this one, I got to get to my move tool. If I grab this and move it around, now I can move this and make it wave and be like, you know, hey SpongeBob, like that. So number 1 pin, I'm going to, when I make the pin, see what it does is it sets keyframes right wherever I made it. So if I move forward in time and take this and move it over here, it animates like so. And if I move over here, now it's gonna go like there and then there. Right? That's puppet pin. You'd think like, oh my God, I can do anything now. Like I can make anything move. You'll discover that it's good for making things bend like that, right? So if you get like a robot with noodly bender arms, like vacuum cleaner hoses, that's great. You put a pin on the shoulder, a pin here, and you can move those noodly arms and be like, I'm a robot, move the arms of starfish. Actual real fish, like if you take tropical fish, like photographs of fish, and put pins in them and move it, fish kind of move that way. As long as you don't go bananas and like warp the hell out of them. It's really good within a certain parameter. It's not good for other things. Like if you take an automobile or a train, something that has like hard parts that don't move like that, and you try to move it with a puppet pin, it's gonna look weird. Or human bodies. We have a very, as animals, we have a good recognition for like how human bodies are supposed to look and be proportioned. So if you try to puppet pin on a human body, like a photograph of a human body, it's gonna look really weird. If you put a pin here and a pin there, it's gonna look like no bones. So it's good for things like octopus, fish, snake, worms, spaghetti arms, Mickey Mouse arms and legs, right? Where they have those tubes. Their arms are just like tubes or noodles. Awesome, always works great. But anything that's jointed. So the other thing is you can use some combination, right? Like do what you did with the bat, where you can take a photo and cut it into pieces, joint some of the pieces, rig it, move the anchor point and parent it so that it's rigged, so like we did with the bat, but then maybe other parts of it you bend. So between the two of these things, you can get a lot of range of motion. And basically, that's the tool right there. Oh, let me show you one other piece of it in the last minute. If you want something to not bend, right? Like notice how even though he's all pinned down, the guts, the inside of this is kind of jelly and moving. So let's say you had something that was like a robot, and you didn't want this middle piece to move. When you show the mesh, there's underneath the puppet pin tool here. If you click and hold, there's something called Puppet Starch tool. And it looks like a little spray bottle. And what that does is Puppet Starch will, show me the mesh. Puppet Starch will, when you click on a triangle, it will shade in, or if you click on a vector where the lines come together, it will shade in those triangles. And what that means is it's making that starched or stiffened. So like that shaded area won't move. It's like frozen. It's hardened, right? So if I go and starch the whole middle of this thing, or if I starch this whole arm, you'll see when I come back here and see how the middle is like stiff? It's not moving. It's hard like a cookie. It's not soft like dough. It's like a baked cookie, not cookie dough. So sometimes you want that, right? Like if we had time, I could go get like a cartoon robot with noodly arms, right? So if you pin the noodly arms and the noodly arms moving around, what happens is the body, which is like a can, it's supposed to be hard, the body's kind of warping, which doesn't look bad, but like if you wanted the body to be stiff, starch the body, and the body stays hard, and the arms move around. Okay. It's a fun tool. I would say like the best way to get used to how it works is mess with it. Like take some pictures, cut them out, play with it. Right. The most annoying part is this. I wish this was like a little bit, because you got to flip all these open. So if you have the other thing is the fewer pins, the better. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can move something with 6 or 8 pins, do that. Don't have extra pins that you don't need. So you might usually when I'm doing this, I know to try to do as few pins as possible, and sometimes I'll do something and then like go back and do it again. You know, I'll have 8 pins and it starts to get kind of unwieldy and not look the way I want it to. So I'll undo the pins and I'll go back and I'll put 3. Just because it's hard to keep track of them all. And the other thing, you can rename these if you want. So like if you had a figure, you know, if you had like a dinosaur, if you had like a dragon that had 6 legs and a head with like flapping ears and all these parts, and you had a whole lot of pins, you could go and just, I think, control-click on these and name them. You can name it head, right arm, left arm, ear, tail, which makes, for my, you know, it's easier than Puppet 6. I don't know what Puppet 6 is when I have something with 17 pins in it, so I would name it. All right. Cool. So the only thing, oh, and I didn't show you presets, type presets, and where do we go till? 3rd? Let me go back and show you one more thing I didn't show you, and it'll be in integrity. I forgot about type. The other thing I usually show people on type is, here, I'll do one. New composition, I'll call this preset. This is another thing you can kind of play with. So in this one, this type layer, I'm going to just make the word preset. And there are presets in After Effects over here where it says effects and presets. These are nice. Like if you're ever doing, let's say you want to use After Effects to do titles of a presentation for your radiology class, right? And you're like, I'm going to blow their minds with like crazy animated type. In this effects and presets, there's all these folders, and you would think that animation presets is the one you want, but you want to look down under, I think it's under text. No, it's not under text. Sorry, it's the opposite. You would think that text is what you want, but you really want these animated presets. So if you go down under animated presets, and then there's another one called text right there. If you go in there, all these 3D text, animate in, animate out, blurs. Each one of these folders has, look at that, in 3D text, all these are presets. So like if you grab this one and dump it on there, it just throws that on there, right? So it's like instant cool thing. And if you, if you open this up, you'll see what it did is it made a, somewhere it made an animator. There it is. Under text, it made an animator, animator 1, and it did this thing, X rotation, Y rotation. So you could go in and change it, but it throws in a preset. Okay. If I wanted to get rid of that, and the same thing with this, it's fun to just check them out. Like you go, oh, blurs. What's in blurs? There's blur by word, bullet train. What does bullet train look like? I'll throw a bullet train on there. What does this do? So that's bullet train. Or let's see, what is curves and spins? What does curves and spins do? We've got bloom, flower, clockwise, dust devil. What the hell is dust devil? I'll throw that on there. Let's see what dust devil is. Okay, that does not look anything like a dust devil. I don't even know why it's called that. But whatever, right? So, the submission for this is this. All the things, and in all the things, if you want to put a preset in there, I'm going to take, here, where's all the things? Here's all the things. I'm going to take preset and throw it down in there. So I've got position, opacity, rotate, scale, and then preset. And preset is in a weird place, so I'll put it over there. Okay, so that's pretty much like everything you can do in type.
And what would we save this as?
I would, when you get this, export as a QuickTime, call it whatever you want, and there's a submission here, I'll show you on Canvas, it's called animated type. Where's my Google? Other Google, hold on. Lost my window. What? Here it is. Under assignments on the thing on Canvas, it is animated type right there. Due next week. And actually, if you go there, it says submit animated type export here. It should contain position, scale, opacity, rotation, and freeform preset play. going to stop this integrity and post it.